You know, we see they showed a shocking video, but we know what's going on. The police in Italy have arrested an Italian man in the murder of a Nigerian street vendor who brutally was beaten to death. You know what I'm saying? Was filmed by onlookers without any apparent attempt to intervene. You see? Like Italy belongs to them. You're an invader, really, of that country. You know, why would you beat up on a Nigerian street vendor? You see? They're still with the same old garbage over there. You know what I'm saying? The same old bullshit garbage. You know what I mean? We've been noticing a lot of that been going on over there. You know what I'm saying? In many countries, many different things are happening because they're following behind these people. You know what I'm saying? They're following behind these people. The view, the views, Whoopi Goldberg facing huge legal backlash after show is forced to issue an on-air apology. You know what I'm saying? She's forced to give an on-air. After the show was forced to give an apology, you know what? Nobody really cares. I'm saying it's a talk show hosting. It's not no political point of view or power in any shape or form. The only power they have probably is the power of the confusing the people's mind, probably. Talking about an apology. Apology for what? You know what I'm saying? We grown folks, we're not children. We don't need to be pacified. You know what I'm saying? You need to leave what we go alone. You know what I'm saying? And just go on with your show. Judge to rule on hundreds of ballots in limbo since primary. Oh yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that going on. They're gonna cheat their way straight through this thing once again. You know what I'm saying? And using every dummy in every shape and form to do so. You know what I'm saying? The latest political poll show Biden approval rating still in the tank, and it needs to stay in the tank. He he screwed you over. Literally. He screwed you over, literally. Him and the whole demon Democrats before him. That goes for Obama and Bill and the killing Clintons. You know what I'm saying? It needs to stay in the dump because you need to shake it up. Like you keep voting these people in, believing just because the Supreme Court is a demon Democrat, you know what I'm saying, group over they doing what they doing or whatever bullshit trick they playing and down Roe versus Wade, you gonna run and go vote for demon Democrats without looking at this thing more clearly. You see? Reverend Richard Cole and Richard uh, Darkins, or whatever his name is, dying across the divide. The problem is he's not swayed by evidence, but by feeling. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? We're not even going to do that. But we see the pro-gun group slams traitor Republicans who voted for assault weapons ban. Yeah, because they're probably working with the even Democrats in more ways than one. Like I said, they're coming after your money and they're coming after your guns and they're coming after a few other things too. Because he signed a bill that they could surveil every single American in this country. They're paranoid. They did some garbage and they got caught up and they paranoid as a sucker that we find out every single thing they did for 40, 50, 60 years. You know how long that is of doing straight garbage all the way back to John F. Kennedy and before that? You wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? He tased over 30 students with orange juice, with, I guess some apple juice, about 30, and he used the same joint. I don't even want to talk about that because they're full of garbage, and if you don't know by now, then you are not catching on. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know what I'm saying? We got to look at that. You know what I'm saying? Tommy, Lauren or whatever, Lauren, you know what I'm saying? Outnumbered host, sound off on DC mayor wanting help with immigrant. It's inflicted wound. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is a self inflicted wound. As as bus with immigrants arrive in the city like Washington D.C. and New York, liberal leaders are complaining about surging immigrants and calling for more enforcement at the border. Uh, so what happened to the open border policy and 100 days to get to the border? Hmm. But you complaining about the influx, like these countries, these cities that you're busing them into is a very big country, and you're busing in. They knew what they're doing with this. They busting in all kinds of shit in this country because they know it's gonna turn out to be pure chaos in maybe 18 to 20 years. They know it could probably pop off tomorrow, but they know the timeline and how that will work out. So we have to start looking at this. Yeah, so now we have where they complaining about these immigrants in the country. Now, is their complaint about them being busted into the New York and Washington D.C. a true complaint? Because what happened to the open border policy and all this different stuff that they were preaching about not too long ago? Now they're influx in the city and so forth. Is it really, or you're just covering your ass by complaining so people don't say that you are down with the bullshit? So they ain't fooling me. They full of garbage. Because if you was a demon Democrat and you agreed to the policies of the Democratic Party, you didn't complain before. We didn't have much talk before about this. You know what I'm saying? Even during when Mr. So-called Eric Adams was running for office. You know what I'm saying? You was backing all the policies. Same with the one in D.C. You were backing all the policies. Now you saying you asking the government to do more at the border. You know what I'm saying? Outkick host Tommy Lauren criticized their hypocrisy and said liberal cities should feel the burden should feel the burden border state the border state feels. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you did. So what good for the goose ain't good for the gander? Whatever the bull they all be saying in that statement. So it's all right for in Texas and down there, but it ain't good for up here because you know for what those were most of those guys down there were and state people most of them were not democratic state, they were Republican. You know what I'm saying? New York is a demon democratic state. You know what I'm saying? These blue cities, mayors in these blue states need to feel the pain of the border cities, and border states. You know what I'm saying? Lauren said. You know what I'm saying? On Outnumbered Friday, Outnumbered Friday, bus of migrants began soaring in the city on the northeast as early as April when Texas Governor Abbott announced voluntary transportation from Texas to D.C. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he should, because you can't overload Texas. You can't overload Texas. How you gonna overload Texas? That's gonna cause a lot of problems. And they know that. That's why they did what they did. Obama did it. You know what I'm saying? Hillary Clinton was preaching it. You know what I'm saying? And they've been doing this shit a long time and allowing it for many years to where they even had sanctuary cities already set up. You know what I'm saying? On this board. You know what I'm saying? They got to stand the ground just like anyone else in this country. How the hell they get sanctuary cities and all this help and all this juicy stuff, and they can, going to places and being able to have to sleep while black people are out in the streets living in the woods or probably on the street homeless and shit. What happened to the homeless, bro? But you talking about them busting into your city. Man, you're full of garbage. You're full of garbage. You're full of garbage. And that's a fact. Abbott explained this was an attempt to counter the consequences of Biden administration immigration policy, and other states soon followed because that was their policy. Nobody agreed with that, to have an open border where anybody could come over the border and do anything they want to us over here, and we have no protection, nowhere tracking these people, so on and so on and so on. And then you making sanctuary cities and a nice place for them to sleep and get their eats and plenty of money in their pocket and all the jobs that the poor people used to survive on, like landscaping and many other jobs. You know what I'm saying? It's being overrun and flooded, even the clinics and so forth and so on. They can hate, they can American, we just decided to shit yourself. Several liberal leaders and White House have issued statements condemning the action by border state leaders. No, you should condemn your own goddamn self.